Facing your inner demons after spiritual awakening. This is a fun subject and very interesting because most people think, oh, after spiritual awakening, everything is just so beautiful, life is amazing, nothing is to be worried about, all your fears are gone, everything is just rainbows and butterflies and peaches and ice cream, right? But actually, what happens in reality is because you have opened this new dimension of life, there are some things that have waited for so long that you have repressed into your subconscious. You like pushed it down, which want to use this as an opportunity to be resolved. And this is good. This is okay. This is all happening in a systematic way if you understand what's happening, if you let it serve you in the right way. Instead of freaking out, instead of like getting confused, instead of thinking something's going wrong, which happens quite a lot. What do you do then? What do you do when you've had all these amazing spiritual experiences and then suddenly after going up and up and up and you're like you fall down? Seems like you fall off a cliff. What do you do then? All your fears become so difficult to deal with, all your difficult emotions, regrets, laziness, depression, meaninglessness. All this comes up. What do you do? This is how actually you bring your fragmented aspects into the light. There's a lot to unpack here. But you can see it this way. There is a light in the middle of the room that has just been lit. This is your spiritual awakening. But this room is so big and there are so many different things in the room, so they're casting shadows. Some shadows are deeper, some shadows are, kind of half lit up by this light. But you need to now bring this light of your spiritual awakening into all these different areas of the room. So you've lit one candle, which is lighting up one area of your life. But now you take that candle and you walk in the room with it. And maybe there's another candle in another part of the room. There's a little desk on the side. And you go light that candle. And that lights up that particular area. And then you see there's more darkness over there. And then you walk over there and you light up that. And what happens as you do this, you discover because of this darkness, this room has not been maintained. There are all sorts of things to be taken care of. So as you bring your light into all areas of life, you will see more clearly what has been needing repair, but you haven't paid attention to that. It just becomes more apparent. It's not something that didn't exist earlier. This imbalance was already present, but you were just blissfully ignorant of it. But now that life is bringing that into the light, into the forefront of your awareness, you're like, ah, which is a normal reaction, which is what happens quite a lot. It's part of the process, and people get overwhelmed because of this sometimes. I did. I went through a very difficult spiritual awakening process through the ups and downs. You probably had some of that too. We all do to various levels. By the way, my name is Ran Netcher, and if you're here for the first time, uh, I became a spiritual awakening mentor because I went through years of ups and downs and got to know this so well, and I saw that life actually took me through these ups and downs as a way of training me, making me familiar with these different hmm, hmm, aspects of spiritual awakening so that I can help others, help you who might be going through this right now, some aspect of it. So that's why I'm sharing this uh, very important and misunderstood part of spiritual awakening, where right after spiritual awakening, people go through this state of confusion. Like, oh, if I had all these beautiful experiences, you may have had a samadhi or a satori, as it's called, like where you see everything is God. Everything is so beautiful. I love everything. My heart is open now. Unconditional love. You have epiphanies and you're like, wow, this is just the best, right? That is when these inner demons, your own fears, feel a call actually. Because you are opening the door with unconditional love and forgiveness, now it's a good thing that these aspects who within your own mind were waiting for a little bit of recognition, seeing, forgiveness, understanding, a little bit of attention, a little bit of love, now see that, oh, the awareness is now probably ready to accept me as I am. We are multidimensional beings and we have aspects of ourselves, just like we have different roles we play in our life, right? Like if you are a parent with your child, you have very different aspect that you bring to the forefront and talk to your child as that role that you're playing, and that's an aspect of you. And at the same time, if you go to your office and speak to your boss, you won't speak to your boss like, hey, I told you to clean your room. Right? So it's a very different aspect that you come from. So we have all these different aspects, some of them from our childhood, some of them even from our past lives. And some of these aspects are not integrated but fragmented. They have been pushed away from our 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 light, our awareness. And even though they have their own light in their own way, they're kind of in a way broken because we have hurt them. They have felt hurt in some way, whether we have hurt them or somebody else in our life or some situation that happened. They feel marginalized, and when you are awakening, they feel now is the right time. So it's important now, when you start facing some difficult aspect of yourself, to keep that in mind, to keep going with your unconditional love, with your unconditional forgiveness. Expand that. Don't be scared. Nothing's going wrong. At the same time, don't give your power away to these aspects, because some of these aspects are still confused. Some of them, if you give your power away to them, it actually doesn't help. So you should see them from a balanced, loving perspective. At the same time, help them come back into integration, and don't give power to their misunderstandings, which actually began their separation and fragmentation. So, when you're facing your own demons in your mind, your fears in your mind, learn to see them from the eyes of spirit. Learn to see them from the perspective of your higher self. That is how you can heal them. That is how you can let go and resolve these issues that they are grasping onto. A lot of them are so fixated on something. They are stuck in time. If it might have been some traumatic event that happened, something that your parents would push upon you, something that you did as a defense mechanism to survive through whatever was happening. But these fragments don't understand that everything's okay now. So what you can do is give them that understanding. Help them see that all is truly well, that you are loved, those aspects are loved, and there is nothing to fight against, nothing to nothing to run away from. And give them that sense of safety and security, so that they can finally understand that it's okay for them to come back into the light. You can imagine a scared dog on the street. You may have seen YouTube videos and such, where they rescue a scared dog. First, the dog is so scared, even if you try to give the dog food or water or anything, you try to pet the dog tries to bite you. It's just trying to protect itself. But you see how the rescuer is trained in this and is very patient, and slowly, slowly, slowly gains the trust of the dog, gives them a little treat, and stands away and waits for the dog to accept that gift. And slowly, slowly, the dog learns to trust, learns that it's not in danger. Mm. And instead of being demonic, being a little monster, trying to bite you, trying to hurt you, sees that you are doing this out of love. And because of that, slowly starts responding with love as well. And that dog finally is ready to be rescued, ready to be given a makeover. Mm. And instead of being a scared dog on the street, hiding, running, stealing food, scavenging, is now ready to be a pet, loving, taking care, being a companion, being a man's best friend, as they call it, a human's best friend. So, this is the same with the inner demon that comes up within you. If you develop the same patience and understanding and love, the same transformation can happen. And there can be a transformation that not just, you know, changes that one aspect, but it can lead to like a domino effect, because some of these aspects are related to other aspects and they unlock something. When one aspect comes back into the light, it brings hope to the others, and they are like, oh, now I see I can do this too. So the the dog friend of that scared dog now sees, maybe I can get some food too. Right? So this is how you can spread the light of your spiritual awakening into all areas and aspects of your life more and more and more. And this is what is the process of enlightenment. It's a beautiful world and word. It's a beautiful world too, but it's a beautiful word. Enlightenment. Bringing into the light. So this is one way, one um, thing you can do, but there's another it's the simplest and most profound technique that can help you in spiritual awakening, which is so powerful. It really helped me integrate. So I think that will help you so much as well. So to watch that next, you can click here. I'm going to link that video right here. Just go watch this next. This is my suggestion. Thank you so much for watching this one. Take care. Namaste.